Hello, welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing good. We already discussed so many things in the previous videos like noun, pronoun, adjectives, degree of comparison, kinds of a degree of comparison, and rules for the degree of comparison, and verbs and correct use of adjectives. So many things. In this session, we are discussing about kinds of a participles, kinds of a complements, and moods of a verbs. Let us see kinds of a participles. In that, first is present participle. Whenever ing is added to the first form of the verb, for example, flowing water is pure, the sight was charming, the shopkeeper was closing the shop, Jia was laughing loudly. Here, ing has been added to the first form of a verb to get a present participle. Now we will see second kind of participle, that is past participle. Whenever en or ed or n is added to the first form of the verb. For example, I finished doing my work, he smiled at me, an apple was eaten by Monal, the letter was written by Misha. Here the words finished, smiled, eaten and written are the verbs. The first form of the words has been added with the en or ed or n. Now let us see third kind of participle, that is perfect participle. Whenever the sentences which lack weakness in action have been combined by using perfect participle. For example, Sheetal has taken her dinner, she is getting ready to sleep. Having taken her dinner, Sheetal is getting ready to sleep. Here, the second action getting ready came into force on the completion of the first action, and there can be little or more duration between both the actions. Now we will see kinds of a complements. First one is subjective complement. The complements which describes the some subject are called subjective complement. For example, the coffee is hot, ours is happy family, Deepa is active, climate is very cold, owl is inactive during daytime. Here, hot, happy, active, cold, inactive describes the some subjects like coffee, family, owl, etc. Now we will see second kind of complement, that is objective complement. The complements which describe some object are called objective complement. For example, Asha is the leader of our class, Lata is secretary of a high school, you made me perfect. Here the words leader, secretary, perfect are describes the objects. Those are class, high school, that is you. Now we will see moods of a verbs. There can be no sentence without a verb. The action and facts are expressed in the different mode. For example, get that chalk, please call me back, happy birthday, who is your friend. Here the moods are different. Get the chalk is order, please call me back is a request, happy birthday is a wish, who is your friend, it is a question. Now we will see classification of a mood. First one is the indicative mood. The verb which simply assert or deny an action or a fact. It may also ask questions about an action or a fact. For example, Ashoka was an ideal ruler. If starts to rain, we shall stay back. Wasn't the day sunny today? Wasn't Ashoka an ideal leader? These sentences, the verbs which ask questions about an action or a fact. Now we will see second classification of a mood, that is imperative mood. The mood that expresses action which are urgent and obligatory. For example, do not waste your precious time, always speak good words, help the disabled people, never commit this mistake again, show me the books which you got today. Here, first two sentences, do not waste your precious time and always speak good words, shows the advice. And second two sentences like help the disabled people, never commit this mistake again, and show me the book which you got today. This shows the command. Now we will see third classification of a mood, that is subjunctive mood. The mood in which the verb lies in a clause that has subjunction with another clause. For example, she talks as if she were the princess. The father said, "May you live long. See that you do not lag behind." In the first sentence, she talks as if she were the princess. Here it shows the similarity. The second sentence, the father said, "May you live long," shows the command. Last sentence, see that you do not lag behind, it shows the purpose. Now we will see the infinitive mood. This can be used with any subject and is in no way limited by the person or a number of any particular subject. For example, how to handle this situation, whom shall I ask about the doubt, let me sing, the sky is not going to fall. In the first two sentences, how to handle the situation and whom shall I ask about the doubt, these two sentences shows the infinitive function as a subject of a question. And last two sentences, let me sing and the sky is not going to fall, that is infinitive function as a complement of the verb. I hope you understood the concepts whatever we have discussed in this video. If you like this video, please do like, comment and share, and don't forget to do subscribe. And thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.